guys, welcome back to episode 56 of Candid Cloud Convos.
It's your girls back at it. We got Emelita and Gina.
I go all crazy and like, and Gina.
I know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was trying to think of something and I couldn't. So I was like, and Gina.
Y'all already know,
Yeah.
or you should at least. I wonder if they get confused like with who's who if they're new here.
I know. Like if they're just listening to the audio. So this is Emelita speaking right now.
What's up,
just
girl?
fuck him up. Just start confusing him.
Okay. So I'm in a silly, goofy mood. So that's where we're gonna start the Candid Clown of the Week.
Right. Okay.
And it's gonna hurt some no, it's not gonna hurt some feelings. It's gonna make you mad. It's gonna
rile you up.
Yeah, it's gonna rile you up. There you go.
Okay.
So there was an anesthesiologist who was caught on recording inside of a routine colonoscopy talking shit about the patient that was on the table.
Oh.
And the reason why she got caught on the recording is because the patient was recording like post-op instructions, so that way once they woke up they wouldn't forget and like mess up any of the dosages and yada yada whatever. So they forgot to stop recording, and somehow I don't know if they put it in their pocket, because I know when you go into an OR you're not supposed to have like your phone and stuff. I don't know how they got their phone inside the OR or the procedure room, whatever, but they did. And caught her talking shit, like saying how like these people are so stupid, and like just like
these people,
like just saying like patients in general. And then was talking specifically about him, saying like, because he was maybe not the most healthiest person, so she's like talking about his lifestyle and how he needs to take better care of himself, and she can't believe that people like eat certain things and like just holier than thou, you know what I'm saying?
She's saying that as she's doing a colonoscopy on him.
Correct. Yes. The
She's
most
literally
vulnerable
in his
probably state you could be, besides like childbirth, I'm assuming.
Well, like if you're gonna say like talk your shit, excuse me, talk your stuff outside of the OR. Huh?
I said shit multiple times.
Oh, okay. Like talk your shit, like, you know, outside of the OR, but you're literally inside of his body.
Yeah.
At this very moment, and you're gonna be talking shit. Like I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
It's just.
Can you sue for something like that? I don't know what
they did.
You would sue for.
Oh, they sure
what is it suing for?
$500,000.
No, but like, what's the
That's what they sued for.
Like, what are you saying you're suing them for?
Humility.
Girl, I should have been did that. I should have been did that. I had little people, my teachers. Dude.
I think I don't know what they actually sued for, but he did win $500,000, and she was fired from the hospital she was working at. It is unclear if she is currently working as a doctor right now. She may be your local Denny's waitress. You never know. But
serving the same food she was talking mess about.
Damn it. That just pisses me off, because like I hate going to the doctor.
Does it grind your gears?
It chaps my ass entirely.
It sure did his too, I bet.
I'm sure.
I'm really.
Imagine you just go and you're like, okay, I need to figure out what I need to do for recovery. Then you have your recording on. All of a sudden, this bitch is talking shit about you.
Imagine he had like deleted the rest. Like, oh, I didn't need this. I forgot I was recording. Never even found out about it.
He would be $500,000 not richer.
Poorer.
Not really, but you know.
But damn, 500,000. I'd be like, talk shit again.
Right. I hope though that she had to pay some of that, or it like came out of, you know, her salary rather than like the hospital or place that she works for.
Right.
And they have like insurance, and it doesn't like hit as hard, you know?
Yeah. Well, good thing is that at least they fired her from there, because that's so it's super unprofessional. Like I get everyone's gonna talk their mess about their job, you know, or like whatever, you're irritated with somebody, but it's just like time and place. You know, do that in the break room. And obviously, this is also what's like. This is what you do. These people are paying you for this. Why are you complaining about
that? And like, why would you be talking shit about the patient? like if you have a problem with your job, that's one thing. Like you said, do it on your own time with your coworkers in the break room, on your break, whatever.
Mhm.
But about patients specifically, and you're supposed to be taking an oath that you're gonna care for people and do it with like
Yeah.
good morals and all this stuff, and like you're literally just stupid.
With me literally right here on the table. Like
Yeah.
the nerve, the
You just
nerve. I'm
got
not, she
caught
probably
up
does that all the
now.
time. Yeah, she probably did it all
Exactly.
the time.
She seemed very, very comfortable just
Comfortable.
running her mouth.
Damn.
Disgusting.
Well, karma came back and hit her.
I'm gonna get you, even if you're a doctor. Especially if you're a
Good.
doctor. But
Yeah,
like, why would you
good.
spend so much time in school and all of the residency and all of the
Yeah.
internships and all of the to then go and talk shit about your patients? Like, what did you do this for? I don't get it.
I'm like thinking about it too. Cause like I'm thinking like, oh, like we know what the fuck we're talking about. We're watching Grey's Anatomy over and over and over,
Period.
right?
Period. It's not that hard.
Thinking back, they talked all kinds of mess about their patients
Right.
with their patients right there. So
You're
they
very
definitely could have
right.
gotten sued themselves.
You're very right.
That's
Yeah.
why Rhonda turned it into a show.
Exactly. She knew what she was doing.
There's gonna be an episode about this coming out in Grey's Anatomy soon. She got
There's
inspiration,
a
I bet.
lawsuit for it.
Yeah.
And then well, honestly, in Grey's, it probably wouldn't even matter because most of the doctors who they follow on the show are part of the board. So it wouldn't even matter.
True. They're like, get it together. But he's
Yeah,
not
they're
going
like,
nowhere.
don't get
So
caught.
don't come to our hospital.
Don't
come
get
here.
caught. We are or what is it? #1 trauma center.
Yeah.
Go to #2. Oh my god. But yeah, that was the Candid Clown of the week.
So it's a sad day in the Bay.
Yeah.
If you're from the Bay Area, well, you should know Wild 94.9, the radio station. And
if you were raised right.
Exactly. Exactly. And then you would know JV from the JV show. And he's been, well, it's hard to say now because his wife came out with the statement, but like he's been missing for about a week at this point. And then they also brought up the fact that he has Lyme disease.
Yeah.
And I guess it's progressively gotten worse. So his wife recently came out with a statement because they're like, it's been a week, like no one's heard of him, everyone's really concerned. And then his wife said that, thank you to everyone for their prayers, their love, and all that stuff. But under the circumstances of his health situation, she says that she doesn't believe that he's going to come back.
Right.
It doesn't really go into much detail of really what that means, like whether they think he's not alive anymore or he's just not going to return from wherever it is he went. Like there was no specific, it was kind of just a vague statement of, we just don't think he's coming back. So kind of
like, if you have any information, please contact the police. But pretty much, it's just, it's really, really sad. I think also really they're keeping a lot of obviously the details to the family and just private information to the family. So maybe we'll eventually understand what happened, but it's just really, really sad.
Yeah, and hopefully he's just, at peace, whatever that means of what's, the situation that he's in, but hopefully he's just at peace, and whatever brought him to feeling like he's had to do whatever he did. God bless him. He's been like a part of almost our daily lives for a really long time, or at least growing up.
We were young. Like I remember, as far as I could remember, honestly, they had the JV show.
So it hits different when you're from the band, like you've listened to him like someone you're used to,
even though you probably don't know them obviously in person, but it's you grow up listening to them. It's like a daily show on your way to school. Exactly. So it just it hits home, being that we're from the Bay and it's like it's close to home, I guess. But prayers to his family and like all of his loved ones, everyone at the radio like show, like I can't,
coworkers and stuff.
Like I can't even imagine having that close of a bond with someone and then just having to
from one day to the next.
And then having to just kind of accept it at this point, because it's such a like final, the statement that was put out is such a like final thing, like I don't know. It just
It's
sucks.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on a lighter note,
Oh my
I'm so sorry, guys. There's no way to like.
There's no, yeah.
We'll go to
There's no
something
easy
happier.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with the sadness, we have seasons that we go through and depression and all of that. But rest assured, guys, daylight savings time is starting in about a week on March 12th. It's coming.
I'm
She's
so
coming in hot.
excited. I can't
Coming
wait.
in hot.
I wish. I hope. I really hope.
I hope so too.
Because it's been cold as hell.
It's been hella cold.
Like again, like we were
warnings
mentioning.
and shit. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm like,
what?
there was snow on the mountains. And
Yeah.
like we mentioned, like we're from the Bay. It doesn't snow over here.
It does not
It was the talk of the town. Like
Yeah.
everybody was talking about
Insta story. I'm like, snow, like, damn, okay, we get it. Like, fuck.
It was crazy. Like I got to work and I was like, did you see the mountains? I was like, what? It was just crazy. Like everyone was tripping off of it.
No, it's just it's not normal. Which also like it's cool to be able to see it, but it's also not good. I don't think that's good. No, but yeah,
I'm glad to have more sunlight or like daylight, because we experience the like seasonal depression where it's like when it gets dark early, it just at a certain point it starts to take a toll,
Right. It's
like
unmotivating. It's I want to chill. I do not want to be out there with the people.
It's almost like you want to cocoon yourself and just like never leave your home.
It's not great because that eventually becomes a pattern, and then it's really hard to break that and eventually go back out into the world and be a person in society. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's nice because then it doesn't put as much pressure on you to go and do things, and it gives you time to rest. But at the same time, it's like there's a fine line between
it's like only for so long.
Good and bad. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I need
so now you're about to see us out and about. And then we'll cocoon ourselves again for a little bit and then we'll be out and about.
Right. The cocooning is good for financials,
Right. Yes.
Anytime you leave the house, you're spending $100. Like there's no fucking way out
of it. I hate it here. I hate
it. I know, bro. It's like you cannot even go window shopping no more. You're like, oh shit, that's the one thing I've been looking for the last 3 years. Like I have to get it.
When am I gonna find this again? I don't know. I need to get it right now.
Yeah, it's at the Dollar Tree.
They restock it every time, and you're just like, no, but I need it.
No, but I need it. I just ran out.
Yeah. I literally just did that this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no. It's just one of those things. Like I'm excited. Hit up happy hour and it's still sunny outside. Like I get off at 6, so I already feel like it's kind of late. And then when it's already dark when you get off, it's like, well, now I'm really not doing anything. Yeah. So with it getting lighter, I feel like more motivated, happier, more of a what is it? Joy?
Is it a joy?
More
definitely a light. Yeah, for sure.
And then also, with the springtime come in, it's a bad bitch's birthday. No, I'm just kidding.
That's hella funny.
And so, that's also cool.
I'm so excited. I
cannot believe it. It's so weird. We even did an episode on my birthday last year, and that doesn't even feel like a year ago.
It doesn't.
That's freaking crazy.
That was a fun trip. That was a really fun trip.
That was so much fun. We're wild.
So another bad bitch. It's not her birthday.
Period.
But she gave birth. Who is it?
It's our girl. It's our girl Kiki Palmer. Her baby boy. Oh my god, he's so cute.
So cute.
I could not. When I seen it, I was like, I have to send it to Gina. Like, I have to. Oh my god, that baby's so cute.
I'm so happy for her. She's a very genuine person, it seems like.
Yes, and her man, like, they just seem like they love each other so much.
Yeah,
I love it. Love to see it. They named their baby Leo.
How do you say the full name?
I think it's Leotis.
Leotis
Andrelton Jackson.
Okay. I like that.
If I did not say that right, I am so sorry, Kiki.
We do our best.
Right. You can see me in some double dutch. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I actually really liked that movie.
Me too.
Like, the songs and everything, I'll be like,
Yeah.
and like when you're in school and you had the jump rope and you swore like, oh, I'm
You were
like
a
them.
bad
Like I look like them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't.
But I
But
felt like it.
yeah, and that's all that really matters. Let's be
And
honest.
what really matters is the fact that at that time there was no like video, like phones didn't have video or nothing like that. So there's no footage of
You're
that
right.
time period.
Yes,
And I'm very grateful for that.
correct. I feel the exact same way because I am not the most coordinated person. Let's just be very upfront and honest with each other, okay? I cannot even imagine if all of the dumb shit that I did or like clumsy things that I did got caught on camera. Boy,
I would have the time of my life watching those. I know
I'm
that.
sure
I
you
can say
fucking would. I'm
yeah,
sure you fucking would.
like that would be a highlight for sure.
I will somehow make that happen for your 30th birthday. No, your wedding gift.
On our honeymoon,
Going
just
one
on the
day
way
and
there,
just start tripping everywhere and just make a video.
on the plane ride.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
Oh my god. But yeah, no. I just if there was, especially in the way that we grew up, we were very like go outside, not
Yeah.
really cooped up in the house unless we had to be, like if we wanted to be outside for the most part. So I can't even imagine what that would be like.
No, and even and to make it even better, um, we used to practice dances. Like we
Oh,
swore, like we would try to do
yeah.
dance routines. We would see, I'm telling you, we would see a video and it took us 2 hours to learn the first 30 seconds. Like
Right.
it just,
And
and we,
all everybody on point together.
yes, yes.
Right.
And then now that we have it, okay, now let's get it on recording so we can show it. But now
Right.
somebody forgot it and this person messed
Now
up. And I,
somebody's nervous and yeah.
yeah. And at this point though, there was a time where like we did record it and we swore we went off, right? Like I was so
You
proud of it.
no
And I
crumbs.
showed it to my parents and they
Oh no.
to this day
That
will
is
bring
not
it.
the best. That is
I thought
not
it was
the
good.
party you should be giving to
I
judge.
thought it was good.
Girl.
And they're not gonna lie to me. Like they're
Yeah.
going, if
They
there's
don't
anybody that's gonna
sugarcoat
really tell
shit.
yeah, they'll really tell me the very hard truth.
Right.
And they did.
Sometimes you need it though.
They definitely weren't lying.
Right.
Looking back at it.
Yeah. And imagine
But we
back
had fun.
then, we did not, I mean, we still kind of don't have the best fashion sense. You will definitely catch me and Gina up in some basketball shorts and a
Oh, yeah.
t-shirt 3 sizes too big. And that's
Yeah.
probably how we looked back then doing this, no shoes on, probably hairy ass legs, our hair in a fucking bun, like
Yeah.
not cheetah girl esque. You know what I'm saying? But we
Yeah.
thought we sure did.
Yeah. I have so many pictures of to the T of what you just explained.
I know, because I can think of some of myself too.
So bad.
And I thought I ate no crumbs, bitch.
Funny
like
enough,
I really thought.
I still dress like that. Like
Oh yeah, that's why I said you will still catch us like that.
yeah. Oh yeah. After we record, that's what I'm gonna be in.
Exactly. That's what I came from into this to go back. This makeup is for just recording because most of the time you will not catch us with makeup on.
No, which I need to get better about. Well, not that I need to, but I want to. Like I want to get better at my appearance a little bit more and
like putting more effort.
Yeah, just
versus just when you like go out.
Yeah,
because we can really pop off when we go out, bro.
Yeah,
we can really pop off.
And
it's also not good for our skin to be putting all that shit on it every day.
It's so true, but yeah. And I think also because like if I get like nervous or like even the slightest bit embarrassed, I turn so red. And I rely on the makeup to kind of cover that up a little bit.
To be a filter.
So, yeah.
A lifestyle filter.
Because then someone brings up the fact that you turned red and now I'm going to turn more red because you just pointed it out. And so now it's going to take longer to go away.
Yeah. I don't like when people do that. Like,
No.
leave me be. I'm already thinking about it.
I know it. I feel it.
In my head about it. So
yeah, like I can feel the heat in my cheeks.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need to tell me.
I'm getting heat from here to here. Now I'm shaking. Now I'm gonna panic.
Now my breathing's rapid and my heart's pumping.
Now I want to go home. Oh my god.
Should we just let it like convert, and then that way we don't?
That's how it has. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I'm like hanging on by a thread right now.
Why the fuck are we like this? My eyelash literally looks straight. Bro, it looks like a hat. Tell me not. Tell me the fuck not. It literally looks like a fucking sun hat. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Now. Oh, that made me cry, bitch. Oh my god, you're hella funny.
Stop getting close. Stop looking at me. I need help. You bitch. You said stop getting close. I'm gonna fuck you.
Because every time I'm about to like get myself together, I look back at you like this.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
God, I took so long to put these fuckers on too, bro. It's not even funny. I think like 20 minutes.
You're gonna make me cry off my fucking
literally
lashes.
Scared that I was gonna be late because these bastards weren't going on.
Now I gotta look at mine. Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck you.
Dude, it didn't look like that. But the second you said it looked like a hat, bitch, that fucking got me.
Why does everything look like a hat on me? Remember my little fucking jungle in the fucking
Dude, I felt so bad about that
because you did it to me.
Because I did it. We did a whole video, bitch. We did a TikTok, and it wasn't until after the TikTok that you said it. You said it looks like a chef hat, and I couldn't see it after that. And
it did, because it literally had like two. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't know if these are gonna last this whole fucking time because, bro. Oh my god. I just can't.
But now at least bun wise, like I know what to look for and to say this.
Oh, thank God. I think it was because my hair was straight too, so it's like thinner, you know. When I have my hair curly, it's like, I don't know, it just makes its own fucking bun easier.
I can't stop because now I keep imagining.
I want to go watch that video when it comes out.
And then every time you move your head, I'm just looking at the bun.
Dude, and then when in one of the angles I turn like this and you can really see it.
But it's the fact too that like we had went through a video, an entire video, and a TikTok, and the fact that we got it there and we're like, yeah, that's it.
We're like, hell yeah. But I think it's because the video was so funny. I mean, I wasn't even embarrassed. I didn't even care. It was just funny as hell. But that video to this day will have me sent to fucking Mars.
That really got me.
So I don't know if you guys are like me. I really loved the show Euphoria. It hasn't been on in a really long time, but I think it's supposed to come back next year in the spring, like 2024. And so I'm assuming they've started like planning, filming, or at least, you know, maybe they have started filming already, or just at least getting the episodes like together and stuff.
Right.
But I seen that our girl Zendaya, she is in her motherfucking bag. homegirl renegotiated her contract, and she is making $1 million per episode.
What do
Let
you
that
even
sink
do?
in. Like,
Like, what do you do with all that money? Even if they did 4 episodes,
yeah,
Homegirl's got $4 million. $4 million.
But she deserves it so much because
yeah,
the show would literally be nothing without her.
Her range with her acting is pretty insane, especially like, not to say that just because, she came from Disney or nothing like that, but like for the most part, like child actors are like from Disney, there's not that much range when it comes to their acting, like hers was
especially when
really,
they get
really
older. They're kind of like pigeonholed in a young person's type of role, which in case like she is a teenager in this role, but it's like so much more developed. Like her character is so much more developed, and
there's so much more depth than just like, a Disney Channel teenager show. This one's no, she's it's definitely well deserved. And I think, I don't know how to put this in, like, I feel like she's kind of like the Beyonce of this generation.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense of like, as a businesswoman, like homegirls, she knows what she brings to the table, and she not even asks for it, but like she not demands it either. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gets it because she knows what she's worth, and she's not going to settle for anything less.
She's
like, I know what I bring to the table.
But I feel like she's also very humble at the same time. She actually is from the Bay, which is fucking dope.
Right.
And probably like where we come from, or like where she comes from too, like we don't always have those type of opportunities. So the fact that she's making it and she's inspiring so many other people, she's probably just like, this is what I was supposed to do, you know?
And she's always, I feel like she's always been that way. Like, she's maintained that throughout her entire, like,
and she's not someone who's been in like scandals or like letting Hollywood, quote unquote, like get to her, like, I don't know, I just really love her. She's
awesome.
She's
good for her. They're gonna be, I feel like, because like, I wonder when, because you know how like for Rihanna, she was like, I have so much I want to do, like I'm not gonna start having kids or doing none of this, like, because I know what I want to do. I wonder what her thought process is on like, I'm only, how old is she?
I think she's our age,
like 25, 26 or something. And she's doing it, like she's a millionaire, multi-millionaire at this point, like doing super well what she loves to do,
and she's like sought after. The fact that they're even going to let her negotiate her contract for $1 million, like they know how much she's needed for that.
They knew that if she didn't come back, like
it would be nothing.
They would not have the same response or audience that they would have
absolutely
that they had before.
It just really wouldn't be the same.
No,
she's the friggin' front cover of the damn show. Like the whole point of it is because of her,
like you can't say that, oh, it's because of her name or nothing like that. Like she acts her ass off,
and
like
I think she won Grammys are for music, no?
Oscar?
I think Oscar? Yeah, Grammys are for music.
I know she won. I know she won an award.
Won an award. We forgot that. But yeah, she won an award for that and her performance in that whole season.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Crazy. Wow.
So cool.
You know who has a Grammy though?
Who?
Blue Ivy, Beyonce's kid.
Really?
Yeah, because she got put onto one of the songs. So technically she won a Grammy too.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, that's actually dope.
But do you have a Grammy?
Right.
I do.
She says it to North. I love North though. Like her little personality doing her TikToks and stuff. I just think, I don't know. She's just so funny. It seems like the way that, what's funny though. I was listening to, what was it? Oh, I was listening to Vibin' and Kind of Thriving, and they were talking about how they know for sure that Kim is like afraid of North. Like if there's anybody she's afraid of, it's her. In the way that she does her TikToks and shit, like she's always making fun of her and stuff.
She's her, like, when it's almost like you would think it'd be one of her sisters.
Yeah.
And I feel like before it was like they did, kind of roast each other and put each other out there like that.
It's like her
friend. I feel like they don't do that. Yeah, I feel like they don't do that as much anymore.
Yeah.
But North will do that.
Yeah.
North will call her out on her
But
shit.
she
Like,
seems like such a good big sister. Like the
oh
video where
yeah.
she was like showing Chicago how to do her hair. I was just like,
And
that
she
is
let her do
so
hers, and
cute.
she's like,
Yeah.
okay.
That was
That
so
was a really
cute.
sweet moment.
Yeah. And she's like an artiste. A little
Well,
artiste.
it's in her blood.
Yeah. It's just crazy to see these like childhood, like not childhood stars, but like because they don't really,
Child stars.
but they're not really, not to say they don't do anything, but like they're not actors. They don't sing and dance and like do all that. They're not
Right.
really in the industry, but they're related in the industry, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know what they're called, but
Um Celebrity children, I guess. It's just
oh
crazy
yes.
that they have such a life and they're just born into it and they just, that like it's really crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what the fuck? They're richer than us before they were even born.
From the womb.
From the womb.
From the stack. It's true.
My god, yeah, it is true.
This next one's a really cool fact.
Yes, this, I don't know if it just passed, but I just seen this on Instagram that Spain is now allowing women to take paid menstruation leave from work. And I don't know like what all the rules are or whatever, but
Right.
that's
You
so
have
cool.
to show us the dirty pad. You have to prove that you're on your period.
You have to let us track you on Flow. No, I just think it's really cool. A lot of, I was looking through the comments and a lot of people were like, are you serious? Like people are gonna abuse it or da 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 da. And it's just like, if you don't have a uterus, just shut up.
For real.
Just shut the freak up. Like you have no reason to be talking about it. But this
Yeah.
girl, she like pointed out some facts, and I just wanted to go through a couple of them real quick because some of them I didn't even know.
Okay.
So it was under this post about it. And the thing too is that she's actually from Spain. Like she was born and raised there, but she now lives in the US, so she knows like both sides of it, you know? And she was just saying how like the values here versus the values in Spain, like they're very different. Yeah, so workday hours are different. She said we also get a whole month of vacation every year, typically June, July, or August. Like everyone just gets the whole month off.
Wow.
They also have like breaks in between where they can go and eat or take a nap and like hang out with family and all of that. Like they just, it's not where you live to work, you know?
Let me just book my one-way ticket to fucking Spain.
Literally. Now that you have a passport.
I know.
You're gonna leave me here.
I'm out of here. Like take you in my suitcase.
Right. So she was just saying how it's really good for women with PCOS, endometriosis, cyclical migraines. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but just with a period, there's so many other things that can happen and it affects everyone so differently, obviously. Yeah. So people who get it a lot worse, they have more symptoms. It's really hard to sit there and go to work and be tolerating all of the shit you have to tolerate and be in that much pain and be so uncomfortable, you know? Mm-hmm. And I feel like you shouldn't have to use your sick time because you're not sick. You're just, you know, it's just.
And it's kind of like a BS thing to be like, oh, well, it's going to get abused. Like, so does sick time. So do PTOs. Like,
exactly.
It's the same thing, except this is, and if they don't want to use it, they don't have to use it. Like, exactly. If they're on their period and they feel fine, okay, I'll still go to work. I'll save it for a time that maybe I do. Okay, I feel like shit today. I cannot do it. I'm gonna use this day. Exactly. You know, like
exactly.
It doesn't. I mean, that argument makes no sense.
No, and it's usually men because they're like, oh, it's not fair. It's not fair to freaking have a period. Let's just be honest.
Like you're just mad.
So these are some of the little facts that she threw in that I did not know. So obviously menstrual pain is no joke. I do know that. I do like experience.
I did know that.
I didn't know that part. But I didn't know that your ovaries change size and they become as big as tennis balls.
Dang, what?
So it's painful. I would not, she said, I would want to see you, I would want to see you all men not freaking out if you're, and she put the egg emojis, did that.
Dude, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. And then the next one I didn't know either.
No wonder that's so painful.
At the contrary of men who only have a 24-hour hormonal cycle with little to no change, Women have a 28 to 35 day hormonal cycle where energy, appetite, body composition, etc. changes depending on what phase of the cycle you're in. Follicular, ovulatory, oh God, ovulatory, luteal, and menstrual phase. So we like go through 4 different phases within that month. And
every
men's
month.
hormonal cycles are only 24 hours with like little to no change.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. It's like a reward.
Cannot relate, but
yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's dope. Good for Spain.
Shout out Spain. Shout out women.
They know what they're doing.
Period. Taking charge and, you know, not asking for permission.
Right. As they should.
We should.
So I seen a clip from it from Baby Mama's No Drama. And they were talking about
Baby Mama's No Drama.
No drama.
Baby Mamas.
No drama. But this is drama right here. So pretty much they're talking about a friend that like had told Kale, I don't want to be your friend because of the decisions that you make or of the choices that you make.
Mm-hmm.
And they started kind of talking about that, like, oh, well, why does the choices that I make affect you? Like, if it's not directed
about you,
about you, or has like doesn't affect you in any way, then why can't you be my friend anymore? Or why don't you want to be my friend anymore?
Yeah.
And then there was like in the sorry, I was like trying to think of where I wanted to go with it. That was a long pause.
Baby girl, drop that.
You're like, did you freeze?
Zoom hello.
A lot of the comments were kind of like, we're on the opposite side of it. They're like, I actually agree with the girl. Like, if let's say she's like, my friend started dating a married man. She knew he was married. Mm-hmm. And I didn't agree with her decision. So they're saying like, if you can, or say they cheat on their spouse. Mm-hmm. And they're like, if you can like betray a relationship that you know, you're
like, okay with doing that to someone,
to them, like, why wouldn't you do it to me if that's your husband or your wife or whatever? And I'm your friend. Like, how do I know you won't do that, some type of thing like that to me if you can do that to them?
Right.
You know, so they're like, that's the reason why I wouldn't want to be friends with someone like that. Like, that's not my morals or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I kind of wanted to know what you thought about it because I could see both sides.
Yeah, I agree. Know? I think I see both sides in the fact of like, morally, if I don't agree with what you're doing, I feel like that's harder for me to stay in or like keep a relationship with you if like our morals do not align and it's something serious. Then I feel like I don't think that I could stay in a friendship like that, you know? Mm-hmm. And like be that close to you. We might be cool, we can say hi if we see each other in passing. We might just go from being like close to being like acquaintances, because I'm not gonna, you know how people say like, oh, birds of a feather,
right? Yeah. And they say like, oh, if show me who your friends are, and that pretty much shows me who you are. Yeah,
because what your friends do, not that it mirrors what you do, but like things that you talk about, things that you guys do together, like you don't want that getting misconstrued because they're doing their own shit, you know? And it's also like, if they chose to tell you, then they're clearly okay with whatever the fuck they're doing. Right. You know what I mean? Like they don't have, I don't know, guilt or like a bad conscience or something about it. Then I feel like then that's who you are almost. Yeah. You know? So like morally, I don't think so. But if it's just like I don't know, if you're just doing something dumb and like I don't agree with it, I think it just depends on the situation. Like if it's you hard to make bad decisions or like stupid decisions in the moment that have nothing to do with me, I might call you out on it and be like, you're dumb. Like, what are you doing? But also, I think it would have to become a pattern for me to be like, dude, you're not the same person that I thought you were, and I'm good, you know?
I think that's it. I think that's definitely like kind of hits the mark for me is when it's a pattern. Yeah. And also and we've talked about this like so many times before with like being able to tell your truth or like your opinion to your friend when I'm like, right, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't think this is and I think that's okay, you know, like if you're friends, you should be able to. I would hope so. Yeah, like if let's say, you know, and like sometimes everybody like makes wrong decisions or bad decisions. And so I don't think if it's off one time, then okay, we can't be friends because you did this one time. Like, or you know what you're doing is wrong and you're still doing it, and I'm
Mhm.
telling you, like, yo, this is not going to end good.
Right.
You need to either cut this off or stop
Yeah.
doing this or whatever. um and they continue to do it. It's almost one of the, to me, I feel like it would end up being one of those things where it's like, okay, we just can't talk about it anymore, or like, don't talk
Right.
to me about this part anymore
Yeah.
because you know my opinion on it, I don't agree with it,
Yeah.
and just we don't speak on that.
Right.
Or if it's something you're going to continue to do and it's just like, okay, we're not
We
seeing
just
eye
need to
to
cut
eye
our
on this, like,
losses.
it's not, yeah, then it's kind of just like, okay, we kind of just distance ourselves
Yeah. Like,
at
I
that
wish you
point.
well, but at a
Yeah.
certain point, I feel like you said, it should be okay and it should be acceptable to hold your friends accountable for being a shitty
Yeah.
person sometimes or doing
Yeah.
the wrong thing sometimes. Like, how else are you going to grow if people around you don't
Yeah.
tell you that you're doing something wrong, you know?
And that's like the time that you should be there for them, is like kind of helping them, like, hey, you're
Yeah.
something's going on, like, why are you doing this, and it's
Right.
also just like, what
Like,
like,
I know who you
what's
are
happening?
in
Yeah.
here, and like this doesn't match with the person that I think you are and I know you to
Yeah.
be. So what happened? Like,
Yeah.
are you unhappy? Like, I'll help you. Like, if, for
Yeah.
example, how you're saying, like, in a relationship, if she's, stepping out on her man, whatever the
Mhm.
fucking case may be, if you're unhappy, I will help you. Like, you're never
Yeah.
stuck. If you don't want to be in the relationship, you're never stuck, I
Yeah.
will help you get out of it and, like, move on. Of course, it's going to take time. It's going to be hard, whatever. But I feel like you have to owe it to yourself to be honest, not only with other people, but with yourself first,
Yeah.
and just, yeah, like you said, like, not leave her high and dry because that's
Yeah.
fucked up too.
I
And that's
think that's the
probably
part that
when
I'm
she
kind of
needs someone
like,
the most. But if
exactly.
you're going to continue that behavior and it becomes a pattern, then like you just done changed. And we're
Yeah.
not good. Like, maybe we were seasonal friends.
Yeah.
Maybe we're in each other's lives to like teach each other something or just for a certain amount of time. But if this is truly who you are, then I gotta go.
Yeah. And it's kind of just like, okay, if you want to continue to do that and you're
Yeah.
okay with like us not really being friends or just kind of distancing ourselves,
Yeah.
then okay, that's your choice, but like, I know that I would have to at least try first
Mhm.
to be there for them as much as I could, or like tell them, like, I think you're going on, you're something's going left right now, and you're
And
not
I think
making the
it
right
depends on
decision.
respect too. Like, if you truly
Yeah.
respect this person and like they've been in your life a long time, their family, like who they truly are at their core. And it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe
Something's
something
going on
happened.
with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeesh.
So that one was like a hard one because I was like, there's been a lot of times where I've had friends that make decisions that I probably wouldn't have there, well, that I know I wouldn't have made, or like
Right.
do something that I know I wouldn't do myself,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make me think I don't want to be their friend anymore. It's
Right.
more of like there's something going on,
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's talk about it. Like, you know, how did you feel after? What's this? Whatever.
Like, why do you feel like you had to
Yeah.
go do that?
And then like it doesn't make me think differently of them. I think it would be more of, like you said, which I think is perfect, is if it's a pattern.
Yeah.
If it's a pattern that you're doing this and it's not aligning with my morals, and I just, you know, let's
Yeah.
hang out every so often, but
Right. When I
not
see
on a,
you, I see you kind of
yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard. I think
It
friendships are
is.
hard, like, especially as an adult, because like when we're young and we do something stupid, it's just always like chopped up to like, oh, we're just young, or like we just
Mhm.
didn't know better. But when you're a whole ass adult and right from wrong,
And it's
it's just not
continuous,
worth
like,
wasting other people's time. I feel like,
yeah.
just be honest.
Yeah. I don't Do you think it correlates to if someone cheats on their spouse or boyfriend, whatever, that it could mean that they would betray you in the same way as a friend?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think because, like, knowing that it's wrong, still doing it, but like having that moment to think, like, do I really want to do this? Yes or no? And
Mhm.
like having that moment to really decide, that would tell me like who you really are, Because you're
Uh-huh.
faced with like a challenge, or like, what was it? We were watching something, or we were talking about something, and we were saying how like it's easy when you're, fuck, what was it? I think we were talking about like loyalty, and it's easy to be loyal to the person like in front of their face,
Right.
but behind their back, you know, like you really have to not go above and beyond, but like without that person there, you have to be more um like upfront that yeah, I have loyalty to this person.
Yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
they're
Like
not
you
there
have
to
to
speak
like
it for
show it
themselves.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have to do a little bit more in certain scenarios if you're put in that situation to be
Right.
like, no, I have her back, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
No. Yeah.
in my head, if you're gonna step out on someone who I'm assuming you are like very close with, you've built a relationship with, maybe you live together, maybe you sleep together every night, like you're very
Mhm.
close to that person, most likely if it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, whatever. So yeah, I think it would be more questionable. Like I would probably
Mhm.
have more like reservations about telling you certain things or like doing certain things with you, knowing that
Uh-huh.
you were doing that, just because I'd be like,
Is
I
it
don't know.
like if it was like one time or is if it was a pattern?
I think if it was a pattern.
Like
If
if
it
they
was
did it
one
all the
time, then I
time.
would be like, look, you fucked up. I think you
Yeah.
do need to like tell that person and like be honest,
Mhm.
because I just don't like when people waste each other's time and then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you go this whole time and then I have to be a part of it because I know something that, you know, and if you have a
Yeah.
friendship with that person's like partner too, then you feel like, oh shit, like now I'm
It's kind of
into
fucked
it.
up.
And yeah,
Mhm.
and I think actually in my book it was like that a little bit. The one of the ones that I started reading, but I wasn't like that into it, so I stopped. But it was pretty much like the girl, she was like questioning if she wanted to tell the boyfriend because her best friend was cheating. And so she was like, well, my boyfriend's also friends with him. So like, what do I do? You know? And so
Yeah.
she was pretty much like asking, I think it was either her sister or her like god sister or something. She was having a conversation with her and she's like, what do I do? This and that. Like, I feel bad because we do things with this other person and now I
Yeah.
know something and she knows that I know. So it's kind of like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And so she ended up telling her boyfriend, and then the boyfriend told her, the girl who was cheating boyfriend. So she gave her an opportunity to tell him. She didn't tell him. So she was like, you know what? I think it would be better coming from the guy versus like her going out of her way to tell
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but obviously it didn't end well because no one wants to be told that. But like, I feel like I would respect you more for just being honest and telling me straight
Mhm.
up so that way I have time to get my shit together and like move on versus I don't know what the fuck is going on in my own relationship, you know?
Yeah.
I
And
just don't
everyone
like
else
that.
knows but you.
Yeah, I just don't like that. I really
Yeah.
don't. Like if someone knows something about my relationship that I don't, I have a problem.
Like tell me.
Yeah.
Like
I
don't play
just
the
feel like
games, just tell me.
exactly. Like I know it's like especially with the way that movies go when you like break up with someone or something. I know it's hard and it's like you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but at the end of the day, you're doing worse damage if you stay in something that you're not happy with, you know?
Yeah. And it's gonna come out eventually. Like
Yeah. Or you're
it's
gonna
gonna
start
happen.
resenting the person and then,
Yeah.
you know, that's a whole ass other thing. Why waste your energy?
Yeah.
We are on this earth for such a short fucking time. Such a short time. Why waste it with even one day unhappy? It's not worth it. It's
True.
not.
I need to remind myself that sometimes when I'm like,
Replay this.
I'm in a shit mood today.
Yeah.
Like, girl, don't waste it. Don't waste
Don't
today
waste
because
it.
you're not gonna get it back.
Exactly. And that's one thing about time. It will keep going. It's not going to wait for you to be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm feeling better now, you know?
I used to watch this YouTuber who would say that not in every single video, but like he would always say it kind of occasionally. And he's like, time doesn't wait for anybody. He goes,
No.
the worst thing can happen to you in the world. And you need that time to recover, heal, go through
Process.
it, right? He
Yeah.
goes, but like at a certain point, you need to keep going because time is not gonna wait for you. Like it
No.
does not care. Life goes on,
Yeah.
and you need to just kind of get with it.
Right.
And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, that sounds great, easier said than done. But at the same time, it is true. Like
Yeah.
it's just put one foot in front of the other
And
type
I think
thing.
it's also like not taking things so personally.
Yeah.
It's like a huge thing because a lot of the times when you get into like arguments or situations with people, a lot of the times it has nothing to do with you. The
Mhm.
situation with you might have just been like the tip of the iceberg, you know?
Yeah. The
Like,
cherry on top.
yeah, exactly. the 13th reason, you know?
Exactly.
No, but that's crazy. Friendships are hard. Like
Yeah.
keeping good friendships are hard.
It's like it's I think especially when you guys are going on different paths.
Yeah.
You know, like when you guys are in completely different either phases in your life or just
Right.
all going through something completely different.
Yeah.
It really tells how close you guys are, especially when you are like in that time,
Yeah. And how
that you can
willing you
still be
are
close.
to keep the
Yeah,
relationship.
that you try. You make the
Yeah.
effort to spend some time with each other, catch up with each other, be
Right.
there for each other,
Like the best example that I can think of is like we have a few friends that have children already, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like we obviously don't. So it's like we do live completely different lives from
Yeah.
what they live, but we still try to make an effort and, not only be in our friends' life, but also be involved with the kids as much as we can, or like, they know
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
So I think that's really special too, because I feel like it's also probably really isolating being someone where a lot of the people around you don't have kids yet. So then
Yeah.
you feel like more alone, or you feel like, oh well, they don't want to invite me to do something because I have a kid.
I remember seeing that a lot on like Teen Mom or like 16 and
Yeah.
Pregnant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they would, so many of them would say, like, I lost pretty much all my friends once I
That's
got pregnant or
horrible.
once I had the baby. And I always thought, I'm like, that's so fucked up. Like, that's
Yeah.
so sad that this was your really good friend. And only because of the fact that they had a baby, like, you just drop them.
Turned your back on them when they
Yeah.
needed someone to be there the most.
And like, I get, obviously, like, it makes sense. Like, okay, you're still living your life. So maybe you
Yeah.
don't hang out as much because now they're at home with the baby or they're taking care of the
Right.
baby. But to not even try to be their friend at all, like, hey, every so often, like, let's go hang out, like,
Yeah.
I'll help you take care of the baby, or like I'll help watch it, something, to
Right.
be like, I'm still around, I'm still here when
Exactly.
if you need me.
Right. Because you're not gonna just not go out. You're not gonna just not live
Yeah,
your life because your friend can't go too. I mean, maybe you,
exactly.
but most people are not.
Yeah,
So at the same time, they also want you to go and live their life, because at the end of the day, like they chose to have a baby.
yeah.
But also, I just feel like it's kind of fucked up to leave someone when they
It's
need
pretty much
support the
like
most.
you were only their friend when it was convenient for you,
Yeah.
and now that, like, when you hang out, it's probably not going to be going out and having fun all
Right.
that every time. It's maybe like I said, like going and just watching the baby together and staying
Yeah.
at home and like chilling.
And I think it's cool to be able to see your friend like develop
Be a
into a
mom.
mom. Like that's
Yeah.
so, like, I don't know, that's to be able to witness that and really see them like in their element. Like that would just be so cool.
It's it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing.
And then having a relationship with the baby and like,
I'll be like,
watching
your
them
babies are
grow
giving
up.
me baby fever. Like,
Literally, like I just it's cool because in my head I'm like we're still so young, but then
uh-huh.
seeing people get married and engaged and have kids, I'm like, wow, that's just crazy. We are growing up. It's
Like,
crazy.
it's getting to that time, like,
Yeah.
are we becoming adults? Is that what's
Are we
happening?
adulting?
Oh my God. When did that happen?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. When them bills started coming in, baby.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Take
when
me
we grew
back.
up.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to go back, but I also don't want to have the bills. But there's no.
I think it would be fun as fuck to go back to high school for like 1 week and just not have any work or anything, but just like go back and enjoy all the fun of it. Like
Right, when you didn't have
eating
like
the
a job
lunches.
or.
Yeah, no, like just literally going and hanging out, going to the assemblies, going,
Yeah,
I don't know, just
during
being
like
back in
Spirit
that,
Week or something.
yeah, just being back in that element, but have no pressure,
Yeah,
just having fun. Like that would be so cool.
that would be cool.
Eating the lunch.
Them nachos. Ooh,
Ooh.
I miss those nachos.
Have it
I'm
right
not
now.
gonna
The
lie.
spicy chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. Ooh, those were good. They used
Oh,
to have wings sometimes on certain days. I think it was Thursdays. Those were the first wings I ever liked.
really?
Yes. Like, I didn't like wings at that time.
And they
Or I
were
thought
like
I didn't.
buffalo?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh.
And I really liked them, but they only had it on, I think it was Thursdays, but sometimes they would like run out super fast.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it every time, but they were so good.
Oh my god, the pesto sandwich. Stop.
A
I think it
pesto
was I
sandwich.
think it was junior high.
Oh, I don't think I
Bitch.
ever tried
You
that
never
one.
had,
I love pesto.
girl, that shit was so good. It was fucking
Ooh.
pesto, tomato, and cheese with like good bread, like sourdough bread or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that shit was
with
so
the like with little white powders on it. It was like, was it like one of those breads that like has that little like, I don't know, it's a powder, but it's just that fresh bread. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it was like that. It used to come
Oh,
like grilled. Like it was like a grilled, kind of like a panini, I guess.
okay,
That shit
okay.
was fire as hell.
Dude, the junior high cinnamon rolls in the morning when they're warm, ooh, they
Let's
were
just go back to junior
fluffy.
high for a week. Fuck
I
high
know.
school.
Yeah, for
Oh
real.
my God. What a time. It's just a different time.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
It's
Do we have
never gonna be
anything
that
else
time
to talk
again.
about? I know. Do you have anything else to talk about this week? I don't think so.
We don't. So bye. No, I'm just kidding.
That was
it. We do have a wisdom of the week. We're
We
not
sure
gonna leave y'all high and dry.
No.
Like if you're pregnant, but you know, just kidding. I don't know who's it.
It's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. We got some wisdom for you. This is technically two quotes in one.
Ooh, it's a twofer.
But they work good. It's a twofer, but they work good together.
Okay.
There is a past version of you that is so proud of how far you've come. Don't let the concept of change scare you as much as the concept of staying unhappy.
Ooh.
And I like
like
it a
we're
lot.
definitely exercising that a lot lately.
Yes, yes.
I love that for us.
I felt like it definitely resonated, and that's why I was like, oh, this definitely has to be the one this week. The two this week.
The twofer.
The twofer.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of what this was. Whatever this was. Hopefully you enjoyed just shooting this shit with us yet again.
Every week. That's all we're here for.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. You're done. We're done.